Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing kind of like the continuation that I did with the If I Could Only Keep 10 Palettes series, but today we're going to be doing If I Could Only Keep 10 of my singles. So as you can see, I got my little, what do you even call these? Like the antlers on, because I'm filming for December and I just realized that this video was going up before December, so sorry not sorry, but we're starting Christmas early apparently. But basically this video is just going to be me picking through all of my singles. I am going to change the angle so that you can actually take a look at my singles when we start to get into this. But I just wanted to do an intro and kind of explain how I want to look at this, because this isn't going to be a if I could only have 10 singles in my eyeshadow collection. Like, this is more of a if I could have 10 single eyeshadows to complement my palette collection, what would it be? Because obviously 10 singles would not be enough for me to, you know, be happy with my collection if that's all I had, because 10 singles is nothing. And if I were to actually pick out like a full collection of only single shadows, it would end up being like 100 because I need a lot of eyeshadows. So that's basically what this video is going to be about. So I think we should just get into it and try to pick out these shadows because this is so hard. Okay, welcome to my table. So this is going to be so hard. I don't even know where to begin. But as I said in the intro, basically this is going to be the 10 singles that I feel like would complement my collection the best, I guess you could call it. I don't even know. I don't know where to begin. Let's just kind of take it one of these at a time. I don't know if I want to keep these the way they are. Maybe I'll just like, let me actually put these aside. I just kind of wanted to show you like how many empty palettes I do have with singles in them. And then we'll go through one of each of these palettes at a time and I will see if I end up picking out anything from these palettes. So let's just start with this one. This is very random, but these are all of my purple shadows. I don't really know if I want to keep any of these, to be honest. I feel like I have all of these colors in my other palettes, so I might even just skip through these all together. Like if there was one I would want to keep, it would either be this one or this one. I think these are both from Glaminatrix. Yeah, that one didn't swatch the best. This one though is amazing. This is actually a really good shadow. It just doesn't swatch very well. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna kind of skip these for now because they aren't like, you know, screaming my name. So I don't really feel like it would be the best decision to keep these. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and put this aside because I don't think that any of these are like so special to my collection that I want to keep them. And I obviously only keeping 10, you know, that's pretty hard. So I have to be kind of picky. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put these aside. And I want to get into these. These are all of my like large single shadows. So these are from Give Me Glow Cosmetics as well as JD Glow. I'm pretty sure these are where they are from. Man, there are some beautiful shadows in here. I do think I want to keep this one though, because this is actually a shadow that I got from a friend of mine. You know who you are. Thank you so much for sending this my way. I mean, this is just absolutely stunning. I think you can see like just a beautiful reflection in that shadow, but this is Anomaly from JD Glow. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put that into my palette here because this shadow is just so special, I feel like, to my collection, and I don't really have anything else like it. I don't know if I'll be able to fit all 10 in here if I end up picking out like big shadows like this. But for now, I think that's all I want to keep out. I don't know. This shadow right here is just, it's everything too. I mean, just look at these. These Galaxy shadows from JD Glow are just absolutely incredible. And I'm tempted to actually keep that one as well because I don't think I have anything like that either in my collection. So you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and take both of these. Man, this is going to be a struggle because already we have 2 out of 10. So I definitely might have to like take some of these back, but for now we're gonna keep this away. Is this Anomaly? Is this what that shadow is called? I feel like this might be another one. Oh, this is Watermark. Okay, so that's not Anomaly. This is Anomaly, but this is the one that I like more, I think. Actually, let's go ahead and swatch this too. Oh my god, why am I like this? Oh god, that's so pretty. Oh, why am I doing this to myself? Oh god, I just want to keep them all. What do I do? Oh, I think I'm just gonna keep it to these 2 for now. Oh man, that's gonna be tough, but this is definitely a contender. If I feel like I only have 9, I know which one is going to be my 10th. So I'm gonna clean off my arm a little bit and then we're gonna get into the other palettes. I honestly feel like this one right here was like the hardest one of them all because I know I love all of the shadows in this little palette. I don't like the Ingloff palettes, I will say that, because this thing is just like really annoying, but let's get into the next ones. Okay, so let's open this one. This one is another one that's going to be so incredibly hard. Now, in this palette, I have some deep potted Natasha Denona eyeshadows. Basically, all of the ones on these two rows here are from Natasha Denona. I want to say it's the blue purple palette or something like that. I bought that before I even started my YouTube channel, and I ended up like depotting it and giving away the shadows that I never used to a friend of mine because I just wasn't getting enough use out of them. But these are the ones that I have left, and I love all of them. These are two shadows from the Feral palette by Menagerie, and these are all of my Clionadh shadows from the stained glass collection. I love those. Oh man, I feel like I shouldn't even include these in this video because they are so special. Those shadows are just, oh my god, I can't even explain to you just how beautiful they are. I do have a video using some of these. I will link that up in a corner there, but I've used these, I swear, every time I'm not filming, like these are the ones that I reach for because they're just so beautiful. So I don't even know like which ones would be my favorites. I think like if I really had to pick, I would say Forge, which it's really hard for me to see which ones is which here because of the shift is just crazy. I think it's this one. So I do think I would, actually I'm just gonna take that out and pop it in here, but I will give you a swatch still. But this is just the most beautiful thing like in the entire world. I don't know if this is going to really catch everything, but it's just, oh, the way that it shifts from like green to kind of orange, oh my god, it's just, oh, it's beautiful. I love that shadow so much, but I also love all of these, and I don't know what to do because I just want to keep them all. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just take all of these, pop them in here, and call it good. But that wouldn't really be that interesting. Should I pick another one of these? I will say that I think my second favorite in here, oh man, I can't even choose. I don't want to do this to myself. I really don't want to do this. Because those are so special to my collection as well, and not anything that I have in my palettes at all. Like, it almost doesn't seem fair to this video to even like include these shadows in this video because they're just like in a league of their own, if you know what I mean. But I don't know, should I put this back and just like ignore these and like pick out regular shadows instead? Is that what I should do? Because otherwise I might as well just like pick all of my multi-chromes. I don't know. I'm gonna close this because I don't want to think about this right now because this is so hard, and I feel like this shadow shouldn't really be in there because of that, but I don't know. Let's put this aside. This is my favorite out of the multi-chrome, so maybe it's fair that I only keep one. Let's move into this next one. This is a palette that I got from Adept. They actually sent this to me, which was super sweet, and I love their palette. So these are all of my basically purple shimmers, and I don't really think I'm going to keep any of these. If any, I would pick this pink shimmer right here because this is honestly just so beautiful. This is from Glaminatrix, and it's just so foiled and so beautiful and so wet looking, and the formula from Glaminatrix is just, oh, it's just stunning. Do I have this shade in my palettes though? I think I do. I'm pretty sure I have one very similar in one of my Juvia's Place palettes, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass over these purples as well, just for now, because none of them are like must keeps in my opinion. They're not shadows that I don't feel like are dupeable. So since I already have three, I'm gonna go ahead and put this aside, and then we're just gonna go into the next one here. These are all of my shadows that are square. I'm missing one in here, and I have a hair, which is probably from my dog because it's white. Do I want to keep any of these shadows? I think I do actually. I think I do want to keep this one. This one is from Menagerie, and this is just such a beautiful, oh god, that's beautiful. Oh, I love that shadow so much. It's got a bit of like a duochromic shift. It's almost like a purpley gold in a way, purpley goldy peach. I don't know, it's very hard to explain, but it is one of my absolute favorite singles from her, and I love that so much. And it's also not a shimmer that's in her palettes, but I don't know if I want to keep, ooh, that shadow is really beautiful too. Do I have that in any of my palettes? I think I do actually have that in my Whale Song palette. I think this is the one that came broken because I can see it on the edges, and she ended up sending me a new shadow, so I think I'm gonna leave that in there since I do have it in my palettes. Is there anything else in here that I would like to keep? Ooh, I don't know. As you can see, I'm leaning towards only keeping shimmers because I feel like all of the mattes that I have, like in all of my singles, are really not that unique, and it's very tough to make a very unique matte. Whereas with shimmers, I feel like there's just like so many things you can do when it comes to like formulas and different textures and stuff like that. And like those are the shadows that I feel like would complement my collection the most, because I already have so many beautiful mattes in all of my palettes. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and close this again. I don't know, man. This is so tough, because there are a lot of shadows in here that I really like. I also like this blue tan color. This is beautiful, and it's not really like a color that I feel like I have in my palettes, but I'm sure I do. I mean, I have so many blue kind of blurply mattes that I'm sure I have that already. All right, let's move on. Let's see what is in here, because I don't remember. Okay, so these are all of my green mattes, and I already know that I'm going to keep one of these, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this one, which is Ice Algae from Clionadh. This is honestly, I don't want to say it's my favorite single in my collection, but it's definitely my favorite matte single in my collection. It could even be like my favorite matte of all time, because this is weird. Like, this is a duochrome matte in a way. Like, it's almost got like a blue, green, turquoise shift to it. It's just so stunning, and it's so beautiful. It's so opaque. It's such a unique color, such a unique shadow. I have nothing like this, and also this is going to go beautifully with this one right here. So I'm definitely going to keep this. I don't know about these other ones. I want to see what this one is. If this is what I think it is, I might actually go ahead and keep that one as well, because I don't think I have a shadow like this like in any of my palettes that I actually like the formula of. So that's another thing that I'm kind of like considering, is do I have anything else in my palettes that are as good, even if it's the same color in my palettes? And I don't think I have anything like this one that's as good as this shadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in here as well. So we're now at 6. Wow, we're at 6 already. Ooh, the struggle is so real. Okay, let's close this and move on to the next one. So in here we have all of my, oh god, I love so many of these. I hate my life. Why am I doing this? Oh man, I don't know what to do. I love all of these so much. I just want to keep all of my green shimmers, you guys. Green shimmers are like one of my weaknesses. Oh, I don't know what to do. I think I want to keep this because I love this shadow. This is from Glaminatrix as well. And as you can see, I really like Glaminatrix shimmers. Just look at that. I feel like I'm keeping all of like the same thing in here. Like all of these are like green and stuff. Oh god, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. This is so hard. I also really love this shadow right here, which I feel like I have something like this in a palette, but the formula on this is just like by far the best that I have out of all the colors that are similar to this. Ooh, I don't know what to do, you guys. I don't know what to do. Ooh, I feel like I just need this shadow though, because it's just screaming my name. I can always put it back after, but this is Bank by Glaminatrix. I'm gonna put that in here as well, and then we have 3 slots left. This is so hard, but I want to say that this and like my blue shimmers are probably my favorites, so I feel like the rest are going to be from like the blue side, because I just love those so much. So let's go ahead and close this for now. I might have to make some changes to this after I've picked out 10, because I feel like there's going to be some that I've kind of overlooked that I need to go back to. So I'm not going to keep any of these, because this is a shadow that I really love, but this is a shadow from Menagerie that I actually have in my Dragon Child palette. So these are just all of my D shadows that I'm going to be using for my alphabet videos. So none of these are really that interesting to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip over these. Let's see what's in this one. Oh yeah, no, we're definitely not going to be keeping any of those, because those are boring AF. So let's move into the second to last palette that I have here. So these, I don't know what to do with these, because these are some of my Clionadh like glitter, I don't know what these are called. These are like the iridescent glitter multichromes, and I do find them to be so beautiful, but they're also like kind of hard to work with, and I don't know if they deserve a spot in this palette, because when I reach for them, they take a little bit of work and stuff to like make them look good and not be chunky. So I don't know if I necessarily want to keep any of these. These are some highlighters from a highlighting palette that I depotted, and these are just like very light shadows. But I feel like I can dupe all of these with like things that I have in my collection already. So we're gonna go ahead and skip over this one as well, I think. And then we're gonna move into like the big boy here. Now, this is the palette that I feel like I'm gonna have trouble with, because here are all of my blue shimmers as well as my blue mattes, and also some of my kind of like bronzy, you know, like warm tone shimmers. So let's just go into this. I think I want to keep this because I love this shadow. This is from Menagerie as well. It's, I don't know what this one is called, but I will give you a swatch of this. This is a duochrome kind of yellow peach. It's very, very unique to my collection. I don't have anything like this in like any of my palettes that I know of. I really can't think of any of them. I know it doesn't look all that, but on the eyes it's so stunning. So I am going to pop this out because it did like catch my attention right away, which is usually a sign that I can't just let it go. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 2 left, and I feel like I'll be able to easily pick 2 here because I just love so many of these kind of green, blue, turquoise shimmers. They're so stunning. And honestly, I'm probably going to pick 2 from Glaminatrix because her shimmer formula is just everything, you guys. If you have not tried anything from Glaminatrix, highly, highly, highly recommend them. I think that they are such a good brand, and I don't even know where to begin. Like, this is the shadow that kind of catches my attention first, but then I'm like, you know what? I feel like I already kind of have this like in my palette here, but then I look and I'm like, I don't really think I do. Like, the only one that would be kind of similar would be this one from JD Glow, but like they're so different at the same time, you know? Like this is almost more of like a topper and it's more of like a wet looking shadow, whereas the one from Glaminatrix is a lot more opaque and a lot more foiled. So I don't know. I'm also very tempted to just give this one a swatch because this is a beautiful blue. Ooh, just look at that. Oh, these just swatches so awesomely, even like over my hair. Like, look at that shine. Oh, they're just so pretty. So pretty. Do I have anything like that blue in my palette collection? I don't know if I necessarily do. The thing with these shadows is that the formula is just so much better than what I have in my palette. So even though I have like a similar color, like I will never reach for the color in my palettes if I have this in my collection, if that makes sense. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pop this out just because I love this shadow so much. Oh, so much. Oh shit. Oh god. Okay. We made it alive. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit anything else in here, but we're gonna try. So what is going to be my last shadow? Do I want to go back to anything else that I kind of thought about before? I kind of want to just open up like the green ones again and kind of put them next to these because that was definitely like the one I was having the most trouble with, except for like my multi-chromes obviously, but I don't know if I feel like it's fair to keep the multi-chromes because they are just like in a league of their own, like I was saying earlier. So these are all of my green shimmers. Do I like any of these more than I like any of the blues? I don't know. I'm just such a sucker for green. I don't know what it is. Like, I honestly think I'm gonna go ahead and take this one, which is the one that I swatched earlier. It's the shadow right here because there's something about that shadow, even though it's like that basic blue-brown pigment. I think that's what people call them, but I don't really feel like this is like blue. It's almost like, I can't even explain the shift in this, but it's just so beautiful, so unique. If you can hear something outside, it's my cat playing with something. I don't know what he's running around with, but he's making so much noise and it's so cute. I love him. Oh god, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here as well. Ooh, is that my palette? Is that really my palette? Are those really all of the 10 shadows that I'm going to choose? Wow. Wow, I don't know, guys. I'm gonna put this away and just like think about it one last time, and then if I'm happy with this, we're gonna swatch them and see what they look like all together, even though I have a lot of them on my arm here, but I wanna just like swatch them all out so we can kind of see. I don't know if I'm happy with this. This is so hard. Okay, so these would be all of the shadows that I would keep. I think I'm actually like happy with these, so we're gonna go ahead and give them some quick swatches here. So let's just go ahead and swatch all of these. I'll play over some music and then I will have the name listed on the screen as well for you. So these are all of the shadows that I would keep in my collection if I could only keep 10 single shadows, and honestly, I'm really not that surprised because I love all of these shadows so much, and it would be very hard for me to want to replace any of these with anything else in my collection. And looking at it clearly, I have like a green problem here because I just love like so many green shadows, but these are just like so unique to my collection, and I cannot find any of these except for possibly this green here in a palette, but the formula on this green is just way better than like all of the other formulas that I have in my palette. So these are going to be all of my shadows. Let me know what you think. Do you have any of these? Do you want any of these? Have you tried any of these? Tell me all about it. If you have tried them, do you love them as much as I do? And also, if you have a pretty big collection, I would love to hear what your favorite singles are, because I'm always looking for like very unique and interesting single shadows. So if you have like favorites, if you have like 1 or 2 or 3 that you absolutely love, that you wouldn't live without, that you would run out and buy if your collection disappeared, do let me know, because I would love to look them up. So let me know what you want to see me do this with next. I'm thinking I want to do it with lip products, if I could only keep 10 lip products. So keep an eye for that. I'll probably film that. So thank you for watching as always. If you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!